3. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Happy Mother's Day.
Episode
108.
109.
109.
Oh,
109.
I was asleep for 108.
Oof. Happy Mother's Day. We got a real live mother here.
Yup.
And some fake mothers, right?
I mean, I try to embrace the mother within, for sure.
I know there's at least one motherfucker here. I don't know about you guys.
In my time.
Speak for yourself.
Bart. Michelle.
Michelle.
Michelle?
Kurt.
It's Michelle?
It's Michelle.
Okay.
Second time guest.
Oh, right. You were here.
Yeah, the accent goes on the second. It's Michelle, not Michelle.
That's why I got confused.
All this
Yeah.
time I thought your name was Miss Shell.
No, it's Michelle.
Alright.
Okay.
Now you know.
Well, I did some prep this time, you guys.
Nice.
It's my turn to host. This is Kent.
Cool.
So I got a few surprises for you. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't prep 45 minutes worth of content.
That's good because 45 minutes is too long for me for this show. Like I always.
Well, how long
when
can
you're
you
ready
last?
to go, you can just leave. Okay.
All right, whatever.
I was just thinking I'll wait for the good stuff until the last 20.
Mm-hmm.
So then you gotta make it through the first 25 to get to the good stuff.
That's a good approach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but then you might, like I have, fall asleep and not make it.
It's all about getting those listens online. It doesn't matter if you're awake or asleep.
All right.
It's true, because when you're asleep, it still plays online and we get the stats. Mm-hmm. So I encourage you to put it on a loop while you're sleeping.
Yeah, try
to all of our listeners.
fall asleep to it every night each week until the new episode comes out.
So it's like totally invalid. Doesn't count. At
Invalid
all.
content?
No, it's nutritious content. It's like you gotta eat your green beans before you can eat your jelly beans. You know what I mean?
No.
I've heard that.
What you talking about, Willis?
Well, I mean, I guess it was Mother's Day. What did everyone do?
I'll go first. I saw my mom and my dad. He kind of lucked out. Wasn't even his day. But I saw both of them.
They were probably together, right?
They were at their house.
Because you had a dad who didn't leave.
No, he was there today.
Right.
He's not usually there.
But he never left. The
Today
big
he-
left.
No, today he woke up and he was there when I got there.
Was he making out with your mom when you got there?
No, I don't see him making out as much as they used to. It makes me wonder,
How demonstrative are they of their love for each other?
what was the word?
Demonstrative?
Okay.
Like, do they touch each other?
How do they demonstrate their love in front of you?
Kind of grind on each other?
Mostly bickering. You know, like they hate each other.
How's your mom doing? I know a few weeks ago she was going through some stuff.
She was. I mean, aren't we all?
Yeah, constantly. But I mean, there was some particular stuff. I think a few weeks ago.
Things are good. We had a good day today. She came up with some things for us to take care of around the house that would make her feel better. Actually, the highlight of the day was she had never had an avocado or guacamole. So I introduced her to that today
Wow.
on a burger.
Michelle was hoping you were going to say she'd never had an orgasm.
Well, I know she hasn't because we talked about
Well, I think not even during childbirth. Isn't that like a thing?
it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Orgasm
C-section,
during-
Ken. I mean, first of all, mind your business. That's my mother. And second of all, it was a C-section. She has 2 scars on her stomach from me and my brother. Constant reminders of the pain that she felt.
Why didn't they use the same hole?
I didn't have any say in it.
I don't think you want to cut over a scar. Because then you get like a double scar.
Yeah, but it's better one big scar than a couple smaller scars.
You know, like in movies when they have their scar offs, and they're like, "Gosh, I'll show." It's in Lethal Weapon 3, I believe. They show each other
Rene
the
Russo
scars.
and Mel Gibson.
You
Now
call
you're
that a
talking.
scar?
Double scar, I think, wins immediately. But they don't do it because it's not a safe medical procedure to create a double scar.
They should put in a zipper.
Like a baby zipper?
Yeah.
I think humans will evolve to the point where they have zippers.
Well, when you said something in an Australian accent, I did think about marsupials and their pouches and kangaroos having pouches that they carry their babies in, much like a zippered sack.
But you can make it talk.
Bart,
Do you remember Tank Girl, where Ice-T played a kangaroo-type human?
I tried to forget.
I'm just saying that's where we're headed.
Hey, little Joey, jumping me. Jumping me.
Well, Bart, you have a wife who's a mother.
Yeah?
Did you do anything special for her today?
Yeah, we had a nice morning out in the garden, doing outside gardening type things. Because my wife has a little bit of a green thumb, so she likes to do, outside gardening type things.
That reminds me of a story about my father.
So, no, I'm going to allow it, but this is about mothers today.
Okay.
Yeah, save it for a month.
You sure?
Wait,
Is
what am
there
I
a
doing
mother in
allowing
it?
it anyway? It's
If there's
Ken's-
a mother in it, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
She's in the house.
Is she part of the story?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, squeeze her in there.
Okay, my mom was inside the house when I was younger. Me and my dad were outside doing some gardening. And when we were doing this gardening, it was really hot, and my dad has, really tending to these plants and really pushing them into the soil and giving them a lot of good focus. There's a lot of clarity in what he was doing. And I saw he was sweating. I saw it was hot out, and I said, Dad, why are you doing this? And he looked at me and he winked and he said, because I like to see things grow. Why do you think we had you?
It's a really sweet dad story that you should have saved for next month.
I thought it was relevant content because you had talked about being in the garden.
and you're a dad.
Yeah,
Well, anyways, it sounds like a great day, Bart.
it was nice, yeah. And then after that, we went over to Michelle's mom's
And dads.
and dad's. But it's not about dads today.
Hey,
Except
from
for
now
this
on-
dad.
hey, from now on, let's leave dads out of it,
Okay.
All right.
please.
Okay.
Except for when I talk about my dad in a little bit.
Had a little bit to drink over there. Haven't been drinking a lot lately, but I had something to drink tonight.
Yeah, if I recall, not 1 week ago, you said you were straight edge now.
Yeah, I've been saying that for weeks, but well, sometimes I break my rules, and tonight I'm a little drunk, a little belligerent, so you better watch what you say.
Man's gotta have a code.
He was bragging to the health insurance lady about it. He's like, gave up drinking. I mean, I have like maybe one every other couple nights.
She was in. What did she have to say, Bart?
She said, "Oh, that's good. That's good that you're thinking about your health in that way."
Yeah, and then she was like, your premium is not gonna go up. So we raised a glass to that.
Wow, unheard of in this economy.
Well, if you talk about how you might maybe give up drinking, then you don't have to pay as much.
You can spend that extra money that you're saving on
booze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Perfect. Win-win.
So that's what straight edge is you just tell people.
You lie about not drinking to save money,
To drink.
to buy more drinks.
Okay. That's one of those things I've never understood, but I think that kind of clears it up.
Well, the whole reason I asked you guys about what your mother did was so I could rub in what a great son I am and tell you all what I did for my mom.
Okay.
I went to her house, saw my dad, he was there, my sister, who's also a mom, and my brother. Every year it's a tradition we get together and I cook her eggs Benedict.
I've
scratch.
heard about this tradition.
Oh, it's a big thing. It started years ago when I was poor and I couldn't afford to buy her a present. So I said, Dad, buy all the eggs and meats that I need, and I'll do this. And now it's become a whole thing. But I still don't buy those eggs and meats.
Well, you're still poor.
Well, what does this story have to do with your mom? It sounds like it's all about you.
No, I go there and I make her a delicious breakfast. She loves it. We have a good time. We laugh. We joke. And I got a few secret recordings while I was there of just my family. And I wanted to, like, I always explain what family dinners are like to people, and there's really no explaining it because my family is pretty crazy in a good way. And I recorded like 5 minutes of time and then picked out a few choice nuggets that I want you guys to hear.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
They're all the same. Shitholes. I mean, some places Bowdoin are bad. Bowdoin here, but downtown Richmond, trash.
Downtown Richmond. Okay.
Trust me.
Hey, I'll take your word for it.
You should.
If it comes to judging people, I'm gonna take Eric's word for it because
He's good at that
he's
shit.
he's the best in the family.
I don't know. Mom's pretty good too.
I'm pretty damn good at
She's less
judging.
vocal about it though.
Yeah,
She just
but
does it
it's
all
on
with her face.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a good poker
Some people
face.
can't read it though.
Those kids though, they won't stay where I put them.
Sees the dog come and turns and runs instead of closing the door.
She's fucking 2.5, dude.
So, still. How hard is that?
Pretty. I mean, it's critical thinking that a 2.5-year-old can't do.
Gotta start sometime.
Yeah. Well, first off, you're dealing with a girl, so you're a few years.
Really?
Nobody can take a joke all of a sudden.
That's what family dinner's really like for you over there? Sound
yeah,
like
that's-
you were doing a bit.
No, that's tame too.
Sound like you had material prepared when you went over there.
Well,
That was your dad?
this is my brother, who sounds a little bit like me, who was talking trash about Richmond quietly. That's my brother. My sister and my mom sound a lot alike, and then that was my dad getting all huffy about my little niece opening the door. And the puppies, so my mom got 2 new dogs. She had 4, lost 1, down to 3. Better get 2 more.
How'd she lose it?
Oh, it was old and it passed on.
Oh, not like
Lost, figuratively.
yeah. Not like in the grocery store.
No, you can't bring dogs in the grocery store.
Spoiler alert. I just got what the title of Lost in the TV show and the ending is all about.
Go ahead.
That's it. They were lost, just like figuratively they were lost.
And literally at times.
Right.
Worked on 2 levels.
Like
Shit.
a dog. Like a dog in a grocery store.
Says it best. So yeah, that's a little bit of my family. There's one other bit that I'll play for you guys. We can talk over this one, I think.
Okay.
So where did you get these?
So we can kind of pretend that we're at this dinner with your family.
Yeah, this is my mom explaining where she got the
Let me
puppies.
see if I can help you with it.
Axel came from Fairfield.
Oh, they're not related.
They have the same daddy.
So they're half
They're
brothers.
half brothers. They're brothers from different mothers.
That's cool.
Their dad's name is Suki.
Sounds like a girl's name.
Well, his name.
So the only reason I played you that was I wanted to hear your reaction to my mom's voice that she does. I didn't know my mom did impressions until I heard that.
It sounded like that fake Brooklyn accent that Ryan Gosling does.
Isn't it kind of like a Roger Murtaugh? Because that's where I thought you got that from.
I thought it sounded like she was doing a person of color's voice.
That's not really an accent. Like, there's not like one accent that's generic to all people.
Inner city.
Inner city what?
You know, talking black. That's what
Yeah.
it means.
Like talking jive?
Yeah,
That was definitely a hashtag that I saw.
talking black.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you guys see Dear White People?
No.
Neither did you. Why are you talking about it?
Yeah, I did.
Is this what your parents are like, Kurt?
They're loving. They love
Yeah.
each other, right?
You can tell when-
Yeah.
Like, I probably walked in and out of the room.
I don't think you watched any of that movie.
No, that's not true.
Was it good?
Well, what do you have to say about Dear White People? That movie that you didn't see.
You guys should watch it because you're fucking racist.
You guys?
She's pointing at Kurt and Ken right now.
Right.
Even though I'm the one who used the talking black phrase.
I just
He's
admitted
trying to provoke me, but Kent really means it.
Well, that's your opinion. We talked about truth and lies last week, Michelle. If you stayed awake, you'd know what you're doing right now.
Well, if you were funny, I wouldn't have fallen asleep.
Let me put it this way, Kent. If Mama ain't happy, nobody's happy.
Happy wife?
Who
Happy
cares?
life.
Yeah.
Well, another thing that me and Kurt did when we saw our moms today was we asked questions of them. To participate in the show since we couldn't bring them here. And Kurt came up with the question that we would ask both our moms, and
The question was, what advice do they have for young mothers? So
So
let's
Michelle
hear-
should answer this question also.
let's have Michelle answer it right now without cheating from our moms.
yeah,
What advice do I have for young mothers?
of today's age.
Like 2015.
Like a young mom out there.
Yeah, I don't know. Obamacare. That's what I say. And blowjobs. Obamacare and blowjobs. That's like... And consignment.
Like bring your clothes. Oh, you sell those old baby clothes, get new baby clothes.
Right.
Smart.
If I were gonna make like a mind map, like a cognitive map, if I had to write an essay about it and I was doing like a pre-writing exercise, I would put those, I can't remember what I just said, but I would put those words in.
You said blowjob? I can't remember the other two.
Obamacare.
Is that one word?
I've seen it like hashtagged as such, but I don't...
Consignment.
Consignment.
Yeah, no, those are all hashtags.
Yeah.
You should get a less noisy chair next time, Kurt.
It's really comfy. I wanted to be comfy for the show.
Look comfy.
Well, after this break, we're going to come into Kurt's mom's answer.
I like that.
Now, Kurt, would you like to prep us at all?
Yeah, this my name's Kurt. Today's Mother's Day. This is my mom. And
we know all that.
Oh.
Like anything about what your mom's going to say? Nothing?
Yeah, well, it's my mom. I asked her a question. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, welcome. Thanks for being on the show, Mom. I just had a quick question for you today on Mother's Day. What's your best advice for all young mothers out there? What was the best thing you could tell young mothers that are raising their children? Take your time.
Well, there is the option of abortions.
Okay, thanks for being on the show, Mom. I love you. I'll talk to you later.
I heard like a little dog eating something there. Was that there was yeah.
Correct.
Was it yeah?
Correct.
Was that one of those little half breeds that your mom has?
Yeah, one of the brood.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to lick. He licked my phone a couple times. Actually, I wasn't that happy about it. I was afraid it was going to affect the quality.
Did you get your toes licked tonight at all?
No.
I did.
By your mom.
Nah, by the two new puppies that she got, the brothers from other mothers.
I mean, what the fuck? Why are we talking about your mom, Kent? This is my mom's turn. Nobody said anything about it other than about her fucking dog.
Well, your mom made everyone uncomfortable by talking about abortion, all right? So I was trying to gloss over that, move on.
Listen, Kent, it's her body, her choice.
Yeah, and what if she chose to abort you?
Not my problem.
That would solve all of Kurt's problems right now.
I'm glad she did an
I
abortion.
mean, I'm pro-choice, guys. I was just trying to get somebody riled up.
Oh, good, you're pro-choice. I was really worried that you might not think it's okay for girls to have abortions.
Well, I'm changing my mind now, Michelle.
Yeah?
And women of the world have you to thank for that.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Listen,
I mean, how many abortions have you paid for, Ken?
Just the one, Bart.
let me put it this way, Ken. If mom ain't happy,
Okay.
nobody's happy.
Right.
A happy wife means a happy life.
All right.
A little chill out music, I think.
It was a good
We
break.
think we all need to chill out a little bit.
Do we have to do this for another 25 minutes?
Like I said, you can leave whenever you're ready to leave.
Is there more pot?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you mean booze? Bart had some booze earlier.
No.
What's
When
that?
I went and saw my mom, I asked her the same question Kurt asked his
Where's
mom.
the pot?
No, that Kurt asked his mom.
Yeah.
Kurt's mom knows where the pot is.
Can we drop the drug shit?
Yeah, we're done.
You know who gets Kent high every time Kent comes to my house? Me.
You?
Me.
I thought maybe it was a trick question because the answer was in the question.
Do you know if I get high every time Kent
Comes.
comes to the house when I'm smoking pot and I'm like, do you want to get high, Kent? Do you know
I
who
say-
says that?
I say, yes, please.
Yeah.
But not.
Exactly.
But not when I'm at work, which is where I'm at now.
This is
I take this seriously.
okay.
Can I tell a joke just to change the subject?
Oh,
quick?
absolutely.
Real quick.
Is it as long as the duck one?
No, this is
Okay.
quick rapid fire. Why did chicks dig Jesus?
Why?
Because he was hung like this.
Chicks like. Oh, chick. I thought you meant chicken.
It's a visual joke.
Yeah, it's more of a visual joke.
Why would you tell a joke like that on a podcast?
What do you mean?
Bart, would you describe what he's doing?
He's got his arms outstretched like Jesus.
So it's his whole wingspan.
It's a big dick.
Oh, it's because you look like a chicken because you have like wings.
No, it's a big dick. It's a big dick. Okay?
I'd really rather talk about
I don't
Jesus'
get
big dick than drugs, okay? That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I was trying to segue into my mom.
Oh, please.
Right into her.
Speaking of big dicks.
Like on a Segway.
So the only thing I want to prep you on is I forgot there was another mom right beside me, my sister, when I was asking my mom. So she jumps right in. So you gotta deal with kind of two answers at the same time. So that's all.
Oh, sure.
Sorry, two answers in one.
Get your ears
Save
ready.
time. We've only got like 20 minutes left.
But the clip's twice as long, so.
The questions I would want to ask you, Mom, is
Well, you'll be alright. Easy.
if this one Kurt came up with, he asked his mom the same question. If you had, as a mother, if you had any advice for young mothers out there, what would it be?
Oh, I thought I was young. Try not to give advice. Stick with anal. I don't have kids.
Thanks, Shelley. As a young mother, I think I also should have asked you this question. You're right. So, all right. So, mom likes to not give advice.
Try not to give
It's
advice.
true. I don't think she's ever given me one piece of advice my entire life. Now that he's mentioned that.
Try not to.
Um,
People need to make their own mistakes.
all right, fair enough.
Done.
And you let us do that.
Done.
Yeah. Hey, and
Yours and somebody else's.
let's keep it cool. I've made a few mistakes in my time, but
I don't make
It's not
that many.
go
The ones I
overboard.
make are just really big ones. Gigantic.
all right.
I like to hear how confident Kent is talking to his family as opposed to when he's talking to us in here.
Well, I thought about that when I was listening to the recordings. I was like, wow, I'm better when I'm with my family. But I've known them for my entire life, so, You know, like I don't really care if they judge me, whereas I'll admit it, I care if you guys judge me a little bit, so I want to be cool around you. It's all about being cool.
So what you're saying is you'd rather be doing this podcast with your family?
No, it would be a real clusterfuck.
Ken, I've known you for years. I mean, how many years is it going to take?
Probably about 32.
Okay, worth it.
Maybe if your parents come next time you do a podcast, then these guys.
Not if you're talking drug talk the whole time.
Why?
My parents think I'm a saint.
They don't know that you're a pothead?
No, they do. I just don't like to rub it in their face, that's all.
You know why my mom is awesome? She got me a vaporizer for Hanukkah last year. It's like...
What day of Hanukkah is that for?
I don't remember what night it was. It was vaporizer night.
Hey, you guys remember those records from the 70s by Cheech and Chong? Because that's what I'm feeling like this podcast is like right now.
I wish my mom did a Cheech and Chong impression.
That would be racist, though.
I got a mustache like Cheech.
So I snuck in a second question, Kurt.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that.
Well, no, I mean, I thought we were supposed to come up with the questions together last night, and then you bailed on that, and then you were going to text me one this morning so we could maybe discuss it, and then it was like, oh, I asked Mom this question. So I decided to make my own.
Okay.
It's probably not as good.
What was the most difficult conversation you ever had to have with any of your kids? And when they were kids, not the recent stuff with this one. Like Shelly, it's radio. They don't know I'm pointing at you.
I mean, I believe I avoided difficult conversations.
Oh my God, you are such a... You're avoiding this conversation.
One of those difficult conversations.
All right. What was the...
So yeah, that's my mom in a nutshell.
She
Like
sounds
when
cool.
you give me crap about not like talking about my emotions and all that jazz.
Yeah, it sounds like your mom doesn't really want to talk about anything.
No.
I always thought you got that from your father.
Oh, he doesn't really talk either.
So it came from both ends.
We just like, they don't talk about real stuff. Michelle would really dig them because it's all just funny stuff with my family all the time. Funny, zingers, zingers, zingers.
Just like Vikings, it's just so typical Norwegian.
I don't like Vikings, though.
That sounds a little racist,
Yeah,
Michelle.
surprise, surprise.
I don't think they get along with Jews. Vikings.
I mean, who does get along with Jews, Michelle?
Other Jews?
Yeah. No, actually, that's not true.
I mean, I think Vikings did a lot of raping and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing about that in school, though. I mean, I remember they were... I mean, I was trying to make Kent feel good about the kind of heritage that his people has, so...
Oh, I mean, I appreciate that, but I don't need any help with that.
Sure,
I'm proud of where I come from.
Sure, I mean, there were a lot of mothers that were raped by Norwegians that had children from that. Sure. That's sort of what...
I mean, maybe if it was consensual with your grandmother, like your grandmother's grandmother, probably it wasn't consensual.
Rape happens every day, everywhere, you guys.
If it happens
Don't try and
to you
lump
more-
my ancestors into being rapers, all right?
Well, I mean, what are they known for?
Being amazing seafarers.
They have cool boats.
Cool boats.
And rape.
Probably like raping around those boats all the
You
time.
let me just... You know how they're like rape vans?
Mm-hmm.
Original rape boat.
Are there really rape bands?
I think so.
It's kind of hot.
Okay.
Does your idea involve how you just blew your wad?
Yeah, what I was saying during the break was I'm out of material, you guys. We got 15 minutes left. Michelle's wanting to get out of here for about 10.
I just want to smoke more pot.
So what I was going to do was I was hoping I could come up with a game on the fly.
Whoa. That's a Grateful Guys That's
the first time.
First time for everything.
But I don't think it's going to work out.
Okay.
Sorry, we're okay with that.
So
Mark's actually happier when I try things that don't work out.
it's sort of like
That's when
free
I
play
fall
at this
asleep.
point. Like, let's just open her up. Anybody got anything they want to talk about? 15 minutes.
15 minutes on any subject.
Anything.
This is rare. This is a new thing for Grateful Guys. This is the first time. There's a new time. There's a new time for everything.
So you're opening the floor up to a single person to talk about anything for 15 minutes.
Unless I mean, how about this? You got an idea of what, something to talk about? You
Well-
ask me if it's okay, and we'll go from there.
I want to talk about this idea that Kurt had about a bunch of people being given a series of words and remembering those words, certain words, and then the computer generates some words and they're the same words.
Here, let me elaborate a little
Okay.
bit. There's a list of words and there's a person, and the person gets given a list of words, and then when they choose a certain amount of words that they can remember from that list, the computer then picks a random amount of words. It just so happens to be a correlation between that information, which doesn't make any sense. You basically had it.
Right. What I just said.
Yeah.
So what I'm proposing is that, Kurt, you give us a series of 20 words and we see which ones we remember. And then we plug them in the computer and see how we stack up.
Do you have a random word generator in your computer, though?
I do. I think I have it. I think I have it right here. Well,
I have the Scantron sheet for feeding the computer.
Is that what that stack of cards is there with the punched holes in it?
Yeah, I brought those in case we were going to play that game.
Well, that's great because I do only have a couple words, so it might not be that accurate.
I'll just start making the punches in the Scantron while you're saying the words.
All right. Here, I got the perfect list right here. Who wants to go first?
I do.
Bart, here is your list of a dozen words. Antlers, bear, buck clouds, hand, flaming heart, level, lightning bolt, pine cone, a rabbit, sunflower, wolf. How many words can you remember?
16.
Correct. Kent, are you ready?
Yeah.
Strength and fortitude, strength, cunning, ferocity, and the protection of one's kindness. One will not fight unless it provoke peace and harmony, mystery, obscure truth, pledge of faith, sincerely injustice. Two right hands, conjured and represent union and alliance, intense burning affection, equality and upright action. Virtuous person, bold, swiftness and power. Life, one who enjoys the perceived and tired life. Homage and devotion, and rewarded for parasites. Any other line is outside a hand industry. How many words do you remember?
Something about intense burning after an affection.
Correct.
Thank you.
Can you put that into the computer, please?
Yeah, I'm feeding it. Do you hear the chewing?
This is going to take a long time.
Where did you get those words?
They were from the list. From the list.
It sounded like a beautiful poem.
I was reading something online. About this study. Speaking of, Kurt always regurgitates studies that he's been reading about online or hearing about online, and it's always like, oh, an approved 0.02% that this happens. All right. Anyways,
Can I interrupt? He's usually making that shit up, right?
I don't. Probably.
Okay.
Mr. Baloney himself. There was this lady did a study where she took two people and they answered like 37 increasingly intimate questions back and forth, and then stared at each other in the eyes for 4 minutes straight. A lot of them fell in love. Think about that.
I'd like to reproduce that experiment.
Don't look at me.
This isn't good content.
So is that computer printout ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know who won.
It says 5.
Correct.
See?
And that's what I mean.
So that's like 0.02%.
Yeah, it's 0.02% of the population has an ability to look into the future by their present selves and get information that travels backwards in time. Also, sometimes known as an erotic stimulant, but that's a specific test. And I didn't bring the paperwork for that today. So.
Okay. Well, I feel like the free play segment was a crash and burn. Nice try, Kurt, though.
Okay.
I say we take one more break, and then when we come back, I'll have some good content for you, Bart.
I'm not complaining.
Okay.
Lay it on us, Kent.
Oh, I was at a new grocery store I can tell you guys about.
Yeah?
Yeah, on my weekend I ended up at Shaw's in Wiscasset.
Ooh, and how does it compare to the Bath Shaw's?
Ooh.
Or the Brunswick Shaw's, for that matter?
It's like, at most, a B. If those two are A, this is a B. It's got weird hallways that go nowhere. It's got stationery across from the milk.
They have any of those Frankenstein cards?
No.
What about those fill in the blank cards?
Any cards for Shavuot?
Shavuot?
I didn't... Alright, you guys, I didn't go to the card section. I don't know.
You were getting milk, though.
No, I ended up just walking by the milk. I was scoping it out. I realized I've been going to a lot of different Shaw's lately. A lot of different Hannaford's that I haven't even talked to you guys about. I've been up to Hannaford and Gardner.
Oh, I know where that is.
It's alright. It's weird.
It's near my accountant, right across the street from my accountant.
He's a new accountant.
Yeah.
Hey, Kurt, you know what I'm hearing?
Big timing.
Yeah, huge timing. I got an accountant.
I own a business, you guys. I need an accountant. So
Here-
tell me
here
about
we
the
go.
fucking Hannafords.
Oh, Hannaford and Gardner is weird. I realize what it is about grocery stores is you have your grocery store, and basically any other grocery store is weird.
Yeah.
Even when you hate your own grocery store, you have a lot of complaints about it, you still don't want any other grocery store.
You go in there, you're lost. You don't know where peanut butter is.
And the peanut butter they have may be way better than the peanut butter they have at your favorite grocery store, but you just don't know where it is.
Can't find it.
I just handed Ken a note to tell him to play that. I'm sorry.
So I did. I mean, it was kind of perfect because I've been feeling like that for about 20 minutes now.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it because I made you feel bad for being racist?
Well, no, it's because you projected your racism onto me, but that's beside the point.
I don't think I can be racist. I'm Jewish. I'm not a white male. Only white males can be racist.
Incorrect.
No,
That's a perfect example of,
pretty
of,
racist.
of
Reverse
Jews
racism.
of Jews thinking they're better than everybody else, don't you think?
Was it big time?
Not
or was
this
it-
Jew.
And Michelle, I like to keep a little bit of mystique here. I didn't want people knowing I'm a white male.
No? I mean, all they have to do is listen to you. So.
He could be Steve Urkel.
Jamal White?
He just
Jaleel.
used the expression reverse racism. You know who uses that expression?
White males.
Reverse racist.
Yeah, as soon as I said it, I realized I shouldn't have said it. But regardless, irregardless, regardless,
I'm grateful for my mom.
pot calling the kettle black, if you know what I mean.
I'm grateful for my mom because
You think just because I'm Jewish, I'm black?
I'm pretty grateful for my mom because she got cut for me. She had a scar for me.
A zipper.
Yeah, my mom's diabetic, so she could have died.
Was she diabetic when she had you?
Yeah, yeah.
All she had to do was eat lots of cake while she was giving birth to you, and she'd be okay, right? Isn't that how it works?
I think that's why I have such a sweet tooth for sure.
Kurt, earlier didn't you tell us that this was your mom's business?
Her diabetes?
I mean, just the whole childbirth thing.
Well, I mean, I'm by proxy. I can talk about it.
I
We
read
can't-
a
we
story
can't-
that if you push the sweets into the zipper hole where the baby's coming out of, a diabetic lady will not have diabetes while she's giving birth to that baby.
Is that like one of those burying your placenta in the backyard and then eating it sort of things?
You're supposed to eat it, and then you bury the poop that comes out from you eating it.
I've heard that. I've heard that some people drink their grandchildren's pee to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys aren't at that level yet.
We haven't
Am I
gotten there
right?
yet.
No.
No.
Gotta have grandkids first to get that sweet pee.
Yeah, like when you're changing them and they kind of like squirt up and you're like, like moving your. I know people can't see what I'm doing.
Looks kind of like Kent has a little pee in under his armpits.
I was noticing that.
Oh man,
That's a classic Kent.
classic Clint pit out.
It didn't happen at your feet because you aren't wearing any sandals or anything.
I'll tell you, I'm a little bit sweaty all over.
Okay.
Is it
Okay.
is
I got
it the
a
weather
little-
or is it the fact that this is a particularly stressful
It's
episode?
a little hot in here. I wanted to turn on my fan, but I knew the perfectionist in the room would complain about the noise.
It's important to have good sound quality for a podcast.
He also
understand
unplugged that fan so he could use the outlet that it was plugged into.
I don't even want to chance it.
I even at one point turned my dryer off, even though it's laundry day and I need clean new clothes to wear to look good, feel good.
You know, I'm sorry.
But what was I talking about? Oh,
Drink
yeah.
your pee?
It's hot in here. I'm a little stressed about hosting. I want to do a good job, and it's been an uncomfortable episode. So yeah, my armpits are drenched. The backs of my knees are wet.
Well, if you're trying to seem cool this episode, it didn't work.
It's not about seeming cool for other people. It's about seeming cool for you guys.
Well, that's cute.
It's important to me. Mostly because I see Bart sort of as like a dad.
We said we were going to keep dads out of this today.
Well, we didn't say we're keeping sort of dads out of this.
We
If
still
you
said-
want to see me as your mom, that'd be okay too.
Yeah, the path to enlightenment can be through the mother or the father, depending on your religious software.
The yoni or the lingam.
That's the Orpheus Chronicles. So the Spiderwing Chronicles, they talk about that. Guy wants to have fucking sex up his mom, kills dad. Crazy is that?
Oh, and then he flies too close to the sun, right? I've heard about that.
That's like that movie Monkey Bone, right? Doesn't he end up having sex with his mom?
Yeah, Chris Kattan.
I want to give a shout out to Chris Kattan. It's been a while since he did Monkey Bone, and I know for me personally, it's really affected my life today.
I thought of Brendan Fraser when I heard Monkey Bone. Is he in that too? He's the guy who drew Monkey Bone, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever.
I'm grateful for my mom because she had to get cut for me. She had a scar for me.
So now you're talking about your mother's holes again. We can't talk about your mother's holes, but you can talk about your mother's holes.
I'm grateful for my mom because she gave birth to me too. Natural. No knives for her.
Yeah, but you must not feel that special because you weren't the first, you weren't the last.
Yeah, it was the planned one though. And I was a big baby, boys. 9 pounds.
You're still kind of a big baby if you ask me.
Yeah, no one asked you, Bart.
Did you have such big feet when you were a baby?
Probably.
Did you come out feet first? Angry?
Nah, I'm a pretty happy baby. I mean, I was talking to my parents tonight about it. I feel like I'm a pretty happy person these days, and you guys, I feel like you've been trying hard to test me tonight to not be happy. I don't know why. Thought we were all friends here. I open up to you, I talk about how being cool is important to me.
Is this on the internet now? Can we listen to it now?
It's not up there yet.
It's not live radio.
But people listening to it in the future will be hearing it
Now.
in the present, yeah.
It's there now, but our past.
It resonates backwards.
Their future is our past,
Correct.
but it's now for us.
Correct.
But the shockwaves are being sent backwards in time.
You know what I always say? Don't make waves.
Well,
Is it 45 yet?
Yeah.
Well, you guys are funny.
those are the last words I had to my family when I left tonight.
You didn't even give us that was, I don't know.
I was gonna try and make them my last words to you, but I felt like I had to explain it. We're done. Maybe I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we're just done.
We should thank Michelle for coming.
Because we won't get a chance next week.
Maybe the show should have been called Mother's Day, guys. I always thought that would be a better title.
Grateful mothers.
We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We are grateful guys. We